And it's definitely been, y'all have made it very easy for sure.
Hey everyone, it's Jake Randolph, the co-founder of Linked Permanent Jewelry Training. Today I have a very special guest with me. I have Taylor. She is a student of ours and she is from Tennessee. And so Taylor, if you could briefly introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your new business.
Hey y'all, I'm Taylor and I started just making bracelets independently. So I was just selling them through my Instagram, Facebook. I saw this trend with permanent jewelry and something was telling me to hop on it, and I'm very glad I did. It's been a blessing to my family, so it's pretty cool.
That's awesome. So, we were just talking about this earlier. Besides selling bracelets here and there, this is really like your first
Hmm.
business. Is that correct?
Yes,
Uh,
correct.
That's awesome because I know that was one of our inspirations when me and Sarah started this is like helping people, have a kind of an easy to start business even if they've never, done a big business before.
And it's definitely been, y'all have made it very easy for sure. So it's great.
So, just to give everybody a background, you have gone through our online training. How did you find that material easy to learn? How was that?
It was very easy to learn. I loved it. The videos were short. It didn't take me very long to get through the training. It's just very informative, very well put together. So it was nice and quick too, which was, you know, a plus.
Yeah, and I know that before we got on this call, you were talking about your kids and stuff, and I was like, yeah, I mean, I have a 1 year old, so I understand, how kids can be time consuming and stuff. And so, to me, when I was like, we need to put together a training course, but we don't want to make the videos too long and drawn out. We want to make it very easy to learn and brief, like you said, but effective. The other thing I think really brings a lot of value to our course is our private group. I've seen you very active on the group and I love that. And so can you tell a little bit about, what our private group is and how you kind of have benefited from it?
The private group is great. It really is like a little family because we've all kind of started this journey together and we kind of bounce ideas off of each other. There's a lot of critiquing, but in a positive way. And then there's a lot of things that you might do that someone appreciates, and it just kind of makes you feel good. And then you all just kind of feel like you're doing it together.
Right.
And I think to me that's important because I know Sarah said that she had did all this by herself, and I couldn't imagine because even when you start doing it, there's so many things that happen that you don't really even think of. So having those people to bounce back off of, that I think it really is like a little family. I keep saying that, but it's really cool. I really appreciate it. So
That's awesome to hear. And that was really our goal is to build like a little family and a community where we can kind of all grow together in this, new amazing opportunity. All right, so I've seen your post on the group, and you have some amazing looking bracelets already.
thank you.
And you were telling me earlier you've already done one event. Can you kind of tell us about that, and how many people you did permanent jewelry for?
Okay, so today I was able to do 9 pieces of jewelry. The majority of the ladies, and actually we had two mommy and me's, which I thought was adorable. That was probably my favorite thing because the little girls were just so excited. But I did 9 pieces of jewelry, and I spent about 4 hours there, mainly because I was just hanging out. I was taking walk-ins, but I knew it wasn't going to be. We didn't really announce the event to a lot of people because that kind of made me a little nervous to do my first one. I definitely learned some things while I was doing it. I did blast a few links, but I was able to change my settings and figure out what worked for the specific link that I was trying to get together, or the jump ring. I didn't do the same bracelet today except for the mommy and me's. So that was pretty cool. I do feel like I learned a lot more hands-on doing the event. I am appreciative of the fact that it was not a huge event because I feel like I may have gotten a little overwhelmed, but the only way to learn is to do it. Very hands-on, so having that event just encouraged me to just do it. Otherwise, I would have talked myself out of it. But practice, practice, practice is my biggest piece of advice because you could do the same thing over and over, and something so small that you don't even realize can change the outcome. So I think just being very repetitive and doing it over and over helped a lot with the event today.
Yeah, for sure. And I think there's always two sides of the coin. I think some people think you can just buy the machine and just like instantly your first time it's going to be perfect. Well, as you know and have seen, it takes
Hmm.
practice, like you just said. And then I think the other side of it, it's like, well, after I go through the training, how long is it going to take me to learn this? I mean, it's like you said, this is probably what your first week of really doing it, and you
Hmm.
did 9 people today, and so that's pretty awesome. I mean, I don't know any other career like, I went to college
Right.
for 4 years and still couldn't find a job that makes good money. And so, I don't know any other career where you can, take an online course, and within a week you're already making pretty good money.
Right. Right. It was awesome.
That's awesome.
Um, I would say maybe the first few people that you do, the first 10 people that you do, make sure you know them just for your sake so that you're not overwhelmed or stressed out.
Hmm.
That's probably my biggest piece of advice that I learned within this week. So,
Yeah, for sure.
and using the group, the Facebook group, that helps a lot. The troubleshooting
Hmm.
is, I referred to that a couple of times. So,
Yeah, I know Sarah's been, having a fun time, and she truly does enjoy it. But she's been having a fun time, like helping people troubleshoot and getting on FaceTime calls and stuff like that. Because it's like you said, like it looks easy in a video, but then there
hmm,
might be one little thing you're doing wrong, and that
yes.
screws up the whole thing. And so, I've been pretty, proud of Sarah seeing how she can like find someone who's like, oh, I'm frustrated, and I don't know what I'm doing, to like, oh wow, I finally did it. And it's just fun to watch that progression from people going from frustrated to like super happy and excited now.
I think that is another big thing to me is having Sarah available because she will get back to you like within 24 hours. Or if it's an emergency, she's right there.
Hmm.
She's just on top of it. I know she's probably worn out, but she's been such a big help to, and I'll look at people in the group, I'll look at their questions because it may be a question that I already have. I try to avoid going straight to her because I know that she's extremely swamped with everything, but she's killing it. She's very available, and it means a lot because eventually we won't need her.
Hmm.
There will always be someone that needs her, but eventually we can kind of go on our way. But it's nice to have her in the beginning for sure.
Well, the good thing is, since we are building that community and you guys have lifetime access to the group and the course, then I see it as something that we all grow together. And we got some exciting things in the future coming up too for those who have, really just like yourself, who are doing really good. And so I won't go into too many details about
Ooh, that
that.
gets
But
me excited.
yeah, so well, I appreciate you coming on here and giving your feedback. I'm
Well,
very
thank you.
excited to see, you doing so great already, and I look
Thank
forward
you.
to, seeing your business really flourish.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all a lot.
Well, our pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.